A new Aurizon service moving freight for BHP's Copper SA began testing in late September, moving containers north to a new Outback rail terminal at Pimba. The second train, operating from Port Adelaide's Berth 29, departed in the early hours of Saturday the 27th of September, appearing here at Winninowie, 290 kilometres north near Port Augusta, pretty much right on sunrise. The new service is set to transport copper concentrate and cathode from a new rail terminal at Pimba, approximately 500 kilometres south to Port Adelaide. Before the train, the product will be moved by road from BHP's Olympic Dam, Carrapateena and Prominent Hill mines to the central rail hub. Northbound trains like this one will haul the empty ore containers along with inbound freight for the mines. After being held at Spencer Junction, the train is seen at Tent Hill, following a section behind a slow Pacific National intermodal. The contract for these trains is set to begin next month, with loading and unloading to take place on a temporary hardstand, which is seen later in the video. The permanent terminal has begun construction and is set to be finished in around 12 months. Pulling into the loop at Wirrappa, the train is now only 31 kilometres from its destination of Pimba, but is put away for a cross with an opposing Pacific National intermodal. The train is made up of 45 QQYY wagons with a length of around 600 metres, excluding the locomotives, which is the maximum length for the temporary hardstand at Pimba. Double stacking is undertaken with freight and ore containers stacked on top of each other, doubling capacity. Some of Aurizon's newest engines haul this service of ACDs 6068 and 6066, with both engines fresh off the production line 4 and 5 months ago respectively. Carrapateena is one of the 3 copper mines serviced by the contract and is located about 50 kilometres east of Wirrappa Loop, hidden amongst the salt lakes in the distance. Road transport is therefore a vital part of this project, with Simons Clark Logistics handling the first mile haulage from the 3 mines to the Pimba rail hub. Post the cross at Wirrappa, the service gets away for its final leg towards Pimba, with the famous Wirrappa S Curves and the climb towards Pimba a final but easy task for this train. The new terminal at Pimba is situated on the old rail alignment to Winninowie, off the top of the triangle, which has only been used for track machine storage and the occasional turning of troublesome locomotives ever since the line was closed. Recent track work has brought the siding back up to standard for the new train. Having the triangle available is an advantage to Aurizon and its new terminal, as the train can use it to avoid having to run around the consist on the main line. Trains therefore pull onto the Pimba loop and use the triangle to reverse into the terminal for unloading and loading, before departing via the other leg, allowing the same locomotive to lead both ways. The train is seen here after arriving at Pimba, reversing into the terminal under the guidance of Aurizon staff, ready to offload its containers. Although it's not clear what the new Pimba terminal will include, some outline of what we can expect can already be seen today. The price to build it has been released at 40 million Australian dollars and is expected to be completed either late next year or early in 2027. Aurizon will move around 1.3 million tonnes per year for up to 15 years once the service is fully operational. Between Pimba and Port Adelaide, the train replaces an estimated 13 million kilometres of truck movements annually. But as previously mentioned, trucks will operate in and out of Pimba to the mines. This reduces the need for longer truck trips, lowering the number of trucks travelling through Port Augusta and on the busy Augusta Highway. The project is an excellent way of utilising road and rail together efficiently in a partnership. This project is also vital for the Australian economy, as global copper demand is forecasted to increase by around 70% by 2050, with rail able to move large volumes to port across the long distance. We'll be back when the terminal is fully operational and the contract is in full swing. But until then, thanks for watching.